found in the black space you call your identity. Welcome to the hues of humanity. Welcome home, everybody. I'm going to share this link out. We're just going to have some fun today. We're going to have a conversation, talk about the future of America's Next Motivator, what this endeavor is about. But we are community building today. I need y'all to talk back to me. I need to know if you can hear me. Let me see if I can share this link out. America's Next Motivator, Foster Care Telethon. How y'all feeling out there? You all right? I'm just going to share this link out. I want to tell y'all right now, if we got day one listeners, day one watchers in the building, I want you to say hi to us in the comments, like this video, subscribe, share. So I'm deep in the learning curve right now. There's a lot of different softwares out there that enable you to automate processes such as being able to go live and share that link rapidly across all types of different socials. However, I'm not there yet. So I start where I am. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for a few people to get in the building. I'm trying to share the link out. Let's share this all over the place. Cedric Riley here, America's Next Motivator. I've had a pretty good day so far. Took a shower, washed some clothes. I'm very happy about that because if you know what I've been through, then you know I haven't washed my clothes in a very long time. So I'm happy about that. I was able to get a haircut. If you didn't know, I'm telling you now that I cut my own hair. And I don't always feel like wrapping my arms around the back of my head and everything like that. So I got a haircut today. I'm pretty happy about that. Hey, listen, if you're just now tuning in, this is Cedric Riley. This is our first annual telethon. I'm not looking to do the biggest, most amazing thing in the world here today. I mean, in general, I am. But I got an email Friday. From some lawyers who have been working with me for over a year now. And the email said, Cedric, we got a lot of love for you out there. We were able to do this entire application for you. Now we need you to send us $364 by Tuesday. Now, I don't know what you all know about the past 8 months for me, but it's been a big financial challenge. And so I'd already been asking for support, and a lot of my supporters made themselves known. And I use those monies to survive and to create a way to make sure I don't have to ask for anything else. So when I got this email, I thought to myself, I'm not going to be able to afford this. I'm not going to be able to complete this. I'll be okay without the patent. I'll be okay without the mobile person. And world spoke to me. You know, when you get to working on something for a long time, the world starts talking back to you. The world got to talking to me today and said, nah, Cedric, nah. You're not walking away from that patent like that. Do the telethon today. So the reason we're doing this telethon is primarily because I just think it's the only thing to do is to be very public about needing to pay these lawyers at this particular time for their services. Now, if we exceed the $346 mark, obviously those money still go to America's Next Motivator. Yes, you're still helping me survive, but we are moving forward into a public beneficiary organization where most of our income will go to produce our products, which will then be sold, which will then directly contribute back into the lives of youth and families of America every day. See, when America's Next Motivator launches into a real thing, a realer thing, it's going to become one of the realest things that we've provided ourselves here in America, great country of America. So the world told me, go ahead and do your telethon today, Cedric. And it's not about you per se. It's not about you per se sending something to the Venmo or the Cash App if you already have done so. Meaning, if you've already supported Cedric in the past 8 months, and that's all you needed to do, then that's all you needed to do. Expecting anything from someone who has already assisted or helped me. I want to be clear about that. But what I am asking for is that we all begin to realize that Cedric, number one, is Cedric is serious. Number two, I'm a part of Cedric's liftoff, and my sharing the telethon, my sharing it, puts it in front of somebody else who might be able to help the cause in a different way, right? There are people in this world who want to make foster care safer. So what I'm saying today is I'm looking to raise $346 for the lawyers who drew up the patent for my invention. We all deserve this invention. I'm about to pull it up in a second here. You know, an investor told me one day, he said, if you can actually begin to go online with that, you'll be out of there. Hold on one second, y'all. Can y'all hear me or not? Hear me, put it in the chat. Trying to make sure y'all can hear me. Check, check, check. Rapidly across. Okay. Yeah, so let me pull up a picture of the device. An investor told me, he said, Cedric, if you begin to put that device online, I think that you'll have no problem raising money for it. Now, the reason why I was unable to put the device online was because I didn't have the trademark done. So it would be like giving away my ideas. So he said, Cedric, if you could go on the internet and show people this, you would have no problem raising funds for this, I'm sure. Right? So the trademark meant everything. Once I got the trademark, I was able to get into a room where I could discuss the potentiality of a patent. And the lawyer pulled me to the side and she said, Cedric, talk to me, what do you have? I showed my handheld device, it's called the mobile person. I said, I'll have my folks give it a review. Well, y'all, not only did they review it, they accepted it. They took on the project. They completed over $30,000 in work for us. I mean, at least $22,000 in work for us, for the foster kids of America, y'all. And I feel like we can do something about that in exchange. Now, they emailed me on Friday. And said, we want you to send us $364 on Tuesday. That's the very best offer we can make to you, Cedric. And to me, that's honorable. Right? But I'm not gonna fail without opening my mouth. So instead of the telethon happening on my birthday, the telethon happening today, y'all. Cedric Riley in the building. Y'all know how I do. America's Next Motivator. What do we seek to do? Improve the hygiene, nutrition, finance, and mental well-being and succession of American families. Let me see if I can pull up an image of the device. What's going on, everybody in the building? What's going on? Everybody in the building, I appreciate you. The Cash App is $A&M Show, and the Venmo is at A&M Corp. Most people trust Venmo more. So I'm dropping these in the comments. Right, y'all, if y'all get in the building, share this video. We making this happen. Y'all hear the music in the background? If you would like to call in, you can call in 646-714-7410. Call in. America's Next Motivator is a community. Call in, y'all. We're going to do something great today. Now remember, this is not about Cedric. This is about us paying the lawyer. It's not about Cedric. This is about us paying the lawyer. It's not about Cedric. This is about us paying the lawyer. Trying to figure out where to grab this image. This is an image that I've drawn hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And what I want to share with the young people out there, the young adults and the creators and the business owners, is that when you first begin to create something, it very, very well is blurry in the beginning. It almost appears to make no sense. However, if you continue to trace your idea, your plan, your mission, then it will refine and it will crystallize into something that you'd have never imagined. Because you never know how your contributions might impact the next person. Your whole entire dream come true. You could have saw it in the beginning, but what you didn't see was that little kid who now walks past the Pride and Property Network. Every day this kid walks past the Pride and Property Network and he thinks he can. Because he's got motivational messages blaring out of the building. You got people in there running around like it's an amusement park, making sure everybody feels great. He goes inside, there's haircuts available, there's fruits and vegetables available, places for him to sleep, it's safe in there. It's completely safe in there for him or her. We help you identify your dream. We help you refine it. We help you trace it. And then we help you achieve it. How wonderful it will be when a young man or a young woman can walk into a building that changes their lives, changes their family, changes their future. What I want to say to everybody out there that's looking to create something, it might not look like it's working, but just don't ever stop. Because if you keep going, it will begin to show you what it is that you embarked upon. And I come to realize that America's Next Motivator as a platform with assets including this mobile device, but additionally the TV show, which we already know about, most of us. I want to say it should have been a no-brainer. America's Next Motivator should have been created. But see, I've called 1,001 buildings, and none of them has a motivation department. None of them has a motivation department. So this is where I came in at. This was my destiny. Y'all remember that movie Forrest Gump? I wish when we went live on YouTube or Facebook that we could play music in the background. I really want to rock out with y'all. But anyway, let me focus and see about pulling up this image for you guys. Give me 1 second. American Next Motivator Telethon 2023. We're looking to raise $324 for the lawyers that created a patent application for us. So phenomenal. Can y'all believe that? They saw so much value in what we're doing. They saw so much value in what we're doing that they drew up a patent more than 30 pages long. which, when acted upon by qualified engineers, will change the lives of Americans everywhere. And you know what happens in America, what does it do? It branches off, right? It finds its way South America. It finds its way to Canada. It finds its way to Africa. Things born in America find their way. Even in the most deep, dark space, we find our way. If you have supported America's Next Motivator, I want to say thank you. I want to say I appreciate you and I love you. And I'm asking you to share this video. The work is not done. We're not done. We're not done. Push me out to a broader public. Huh? Turn me up. Hey, make me go viral. Turn me up. Huh? Don't just make it. Don't just make it about yourself. Pass it along. There are many different communities that we communicate with at once. So for me, those are urban America, metropolitan America, foster care America, adoption America, corporate America, collegiate America, conscious America. Okay? So this is the reason for the multitude of dialects that I engage in when I speak. Peace, y'all. If y'all just tuning in, it's Cedric Riley. We are raising funds for our lawyers. Drew up this beautiful patent. I wish I could show it to y'all, but this is confidential. It's confidential, y'all, or else you know I would show it to you. Y'all just bear with me 1 second. I will be moving into manufacturing. If you need something manufactured, if you need hats, shirts, cups, mugs for your business, I can do that for you. I wish I could show y'all so many things. types of different socials. However, okay, y'all. As you can see here, this device is a reflection, and it is a reflector of a person. Now, the power of this device is that we've given so much space for a person to fill themselves out. And so when we raise children, we relate to one another, we assist each other, we raise each other. Are we covering these entire spaces here? I know we're not. And where we are, it's not tangible, it's not identifiable outside of the performance of the person, his or herself. Outside of his or her person being a great person, right? Where is the measurable, visible, recorded, organized evidence that you had thorough coverage of your heritage growing up? Huh? Complete coverage of your confidence, of your goals, of your teachers, of your lessons, your experience. Think about that for a minute. How deep do we talk about our experience in life? You see? Life itself. Who you're sharing with. That's a deep question right there, right? Who are you sharing with? Nobody, just a few friends. Which friends? Huh? Are you sharing with your teachers? What are you sharing with your teachers? What are you sharing? What are you sharing? And finally, what are you creating? What are you creating? What are you creating? And so now, this device facilitates a response to the need for us to communicate on a higher level, on a better level, on a more constructive level. But making this relevant to society, this device facilitates a standard colloquy so that as we form an alternative response to foster care, we can do so with extreme confidence that we are safeguarding the life space, right? No infringement on life space. The internal part, the core of children and families. This device arms you and secures you, equips your organization with the ability to save somebody's life. Now, not only is this device literally saving your life, everything you say goes directly into this database of you. It's recording you. It's saving your steps. It's saving your progress. It's coming up with a numerical amount of energy that you generated every day, and it's tabulating it. It's giving you credit. It's a credit machine. It's a credit machine. I told y'all I was funny. We don't get no credit. Shall I say, we don't get any credit for who we are on the inside. This device changes that. See? When you look at a person, you think, He's 5'8", light skin, right? All that light skin business. He's 5'8", light skin. He don't know that much. He keep talking about it. He don't know it like he's talking about it. Huh? Not knowing what's on the inside of me. Top psychologists, top psychiatrists, top therapists insist that we explore that which is within. This device facilitates that exploration exquisitely. Each star on the screen there represents a family member within your mentality. Now, when you take the mobile person out of the box, this is going to be the most colorful, most juicy, delicious ASMR of all time. My showing you this image does not provide any trade secrets to the world. It's just that I know a device like this is gonna do wonders for the young people. The young people who I showed this to said, "Oh my God, what could I do with that?" I said, imagine being able to look at messages from your great grandfather. Imagine being able to look at messages from your great grandmother. You remember that uncle you had back in the 60s that was a boxer? These were his thoughts on life. Remember that auntie you had who was a singer down there in Atlanta? Here were her thoughts on life. A database of you. This device is important because if you have this device in your hand, the chances of you being violated physically go down significantly. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. All right, now before I stop sharing, you guys see this circle right here? Okay. Remember that circle right there. See that circle right there, right? Right there. Right there. Okay. Because this is a light right here. This is a light. This is a camera. So when somebody goes to attack you, light going to be so bright because every day you are walking the line of your life. Every day you building the empowerment bridge. So all of these units of the empowerment bridge that you've built by carrying out this standard colloquy is going to result in so much energy that this light is going to be so bright that it's going to be piercing the room. And of course, there's your recorder. So before somebody touches you, they see the light, they'll know, smile. You're on America's Next Motivator Telethon. Smile. You're on America's Next Motivator Telethon. Oh, that's not a telephone. America's Next Motivator Telethon. I love y'all, man. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna I thought I had a prime example here. Give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing for a second. Okay, so now you remember that light, right? So now watch your eyes, guys. Look. See that light? A light this bright, once placed in enough American homes on a handheld device. Let me not lose you. This is not my handheld device. This is an example of the type of LED light that is going to exist on my invention. So what will happen, this is the difference. This is what's happening right now. We just in the world in darkness. And people do things to you in the dark. Right? But now with the addition of the mobile person, no more foster kids in the dark. The data implications of this device are in the billions of dollars. Billions of dollars for you to have primary research, real-time data on how Cedric Riley overcame. Who helped him? How did it go? What were the outcomes? What were the occurrences? And so the device, the entire endeavor is worth making it happen. If we lose this opportunity to get this patent, it doesn't stop us from creating the device. But it's like saying to God, even if you give me a $30,000 patent, which would ensure that for the next 7 to 20 years of my life, that we could do something special for American families, you wouldn't even open your mouth about it. You wouldn't even get on the internet and tell the world about it. It's not about your survival in this moment. So, here we are. Now, this is all happening, multiple things happening at the same time, because we're also building a community, and my supporters have also been helping me out because I've been completely in a vulnerable position since December. And people have this phrase that they say to me. They say, Cedric, you're all over the place. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm creating something huge, y'all. Like, these men, women, and children, entire families need to be walking in to the Pride Empowerment Network, coming down to Empowerment Stadium, discovering America's Next Motivator. The world deserves this. I have the manual. The culture book is available on Amazon. Type in America's Next Motivator on Amazon, and that'll get you started in the book series. The book series is a curriculum. It's a curriculum of books. All right. So what I want to do next is I want to pull up a few episodes of America's Next Motivator so that we can gain context around what we are additionally supporting. So it's the device right now today because I have to pay these lawyers. We have to pay the lawyers. How you doing, sir? I'm live on a foster care telethon, America's Next Motivator. Well, nah, man. I'm glad you called, Kenny, because you're one of my best friends of all time. And actually, we're live, so I won't say your name out loud like that. But the reason I called you this morning is because I got an email from lawyers Friday. Can you hear me? I got it. Okay. I'm literally live on a telethon right now to raise money. If anybody responds. But anyway, Friday I got an email from these lawyers saying, Cedric, we want to file the full patent for you. All you got to do is send us $364 by Tuesday. Now they sent me this email on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to pull this off. And if I don't pull this off, then it kind of looks like I lose, like I basically lose the patent, because it's like it's no like if you miss the deadline, then you can't file with the government. It's like you warn the government that you're gonna file, and then you file. You see what I'm saying? If you miss the filing date, it's kind of like you got to start over. And I can't have these lawyers. Well, they're not going to start over. I'll put it that way. So the reason I contacted you was because I feel like now was the time where we come together to really make this happen. If we get this patent, then that lays the groundwork for our company. It lays the groundwork for our intellectual property, our books to prevail. All of our products and services can prevail off the strength of that patent, right? The patent and trademarks is what intellectual property that builds a business. And so, the universe spoke to me today and was like, man, nah, maybe you can't do it yourself. And maybe the people that supported you, so no, maybe this man right here on the phone with me right now, no, not for him to do it, right? But maybe he knows somebody who might be concerned enough about foster care, right? That people say, hey, I supported this guy in the past. He's still pushing. He's still going. What do you think about helping him out? He's trying to get a patent, and these lawyers need $364. And right now they said, how much you got right now? Right? Right now I got nothing. Because as we all know, and this is live, this is why I'm being so contextual. We all know what I've been dealing with for the past a few months or whatever. Right? But all these things are happening at the same time. So even for my supporters, our supporters that have helped me eat, I still want us to understand that Cedric's not, the work is not done. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I ate when you helped me out, but now we deliver America's Next Motivator. And can we get this cause in front of somebody that we know cares about children and families? I'll say, I'll support that. And we spending this money directly to the lawyers. Everything that we raised through this, first of all, this 3-hour telethon, it's all going directly to the lawyers. I already called the representative from Centos and informed them of what I'm working on. So that's what we're doing. I just thought to myself, like, don't lean on your own, don't lean on your own understanding, because I was gonna go down to the SBA this morning. Go down to the Small Business Association to tell them about the problem, but I already know what they're going to say. They're going to say, first of all, your credit is not good enough. Second of all, we never heard of you. Do you want to join our accelerator? Third of all, let's schedule you for an appointment to come back next week. You see what I'm saying? You'd have to be Michael Jackson itself to think you just going to walk in SBA and walk out with a check. So God told me, nah, man. You wanted to do your telethon, do it today. Tell the world today. And that way, fail, succeed, or anywhere in between, you didn't just fall off with it. You didn't just let it go, the opportunity go by. You know what I mean? So that's what it was, man. These people sent me a 43-page document. Thank you, Queen Rose. She said she shared it to Twitter. They sent me a 43-page document based off of me going hard on the phone with them for like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like really explaining it, like going deep enough for them to understand that this is unique. And the way that they synthesize that into language that is like lawyer language, it's like I'm not walking away from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, man. So I called Daryl this morning, and I know everybody think that I'm calling him for some money to help me eat today. I know that. I get that. But so what? I'm still calling, and I'm on the internet, and this is not to help me eat. This, even though I do need help to eat, But forget that right now. You know what I'm saying? This is for these lawyers. $364 by tomorrow. That's what we're doing. That's what we're working on, sir. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna mute the mic, man. Hey, hold up, yo, we just got $100. Hold up, you're not touching it. We just got $100 from Kevin Campbell. Kevin Campbell cares to the extent of $100, man. Hold up. I know I move fast. What I say? What that say? $97.31. You know Uncle Sam gonna get his first before anybody. Hold on, let me try to. This is my first telethon. Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, hello, you hear me, sir? Hello, can you hear me? Man, that was incredible, man. Hold up, man. Kevin Campbell, this. Kevin, you know how I am. I don't want to be yelling in your ear. How you doing today, man? Okay, how you doing today? Okay. Did you catch it on did you see it on YouTube yet or no? You looking up or no? Type in, I think we can just type in Cedric Riley. Hey y'all, Kevin Campbell just sent $100. Uncle Sam took his money already. So what? We got $97 in our business bank account. Waiting for them lawyers. Can anybody else help us to make foster care safer, please? By the way, check out our episode with Kevin Campbell of America's Next Motivator. He's absolutely amazing. His work in child welfare is unmatched. It's unmatched. That's why he shows that much understanding. Kevin Campbell has shown understanding beyond. See? This is the power of America's Next Motivator. Yes, sir. Kenton Davis in the building. Kenton Davis in the building, everybody. Kenton Davis says, keep going. Kenton Davis in the building says, keep going. Queen Rose says, way to go. Hey, this is our community, y'all. This is our stuff. You know I'm clumsy. You know I just rolled around that bed like I forgot I was on live. I haven't done this in a while. Hold on, down, blow my nose. Give me a second. I love y'all. All right, y'all. So now what I'm getting ready to do, Kenton, meet Queen Rose. Queen Rose, meet Kenton. I would love for y'all to get to know each other. Kenton is an amazing man. Queen, you are an amazing woman. Y'all both have great stories. And there are synergies there in terms of great conversation. Okay? I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm speechless at the actions of Kevin Campbell, y'all. I'm sorry. This is my first time doing a telethon, and to me, what a telethon means is I'm entertaining you. We're listening to something. If y'all can hear that background music, let me know, because I think I have background music playing, and I do intend to have that playing. Queen Rose, he's not from an organization. He's one of my good friends from college. He's just a good man. He's just a good man. He's a supporter of American Next Motivator. Kenton Davis made sure. Kenton Davis made sure that he made sure that I ate. Kenton Davis made sure that I ate. Everybody saw me, struggling, going through homelessness, and asking for help. When I called Kenton Davis and asked him for help, Kenton Davis helped me get some food, man. Kenton Davis said, "Nah, Sted, you ain't gotta go and starve like that. Nah. I ain't gonna send you a million billion, right? But I might, hey, I'm gonna help you out. Might send you a fulfillion. Might not be a billion, but I might send you a fulfillion." Kevin Campbell just sent $100 to these lawyers. Yes, thank you for helping me eat, Kenton. It looks like we got 3 people in the building. I hope y'all can see right now, if you've cross-examined my social media posts, you'll see that I've asked you to appear here on YouTube for a telethon that's going to go from 12 to 3. We got 1 hour down, and Kevin Campbell gave us $100. Is anybody else willing to step forward and pay the lawyers who provided a 43-page document? This got nothing to do with my hunger, y'all. This got nothing to do with my recent situations, y'all. They deserve that. They deserve that. $364, they deserve that. And I'm not getting off the internet till they get it. Now I'm gonna call them right now. And tell them I definitely got $97 for them live on air. Thank you for helping Cedric eat. That's a t-shirt right there. Rose, you're a genius. Thank you for helping Cedric eat. Hey, man, because I was serious, y'all. I've been starving, man. Just because I got a haircut, I'm still starving. Thank you for helping Cedric eat. That is a t-shirt. Hey, how you doing? This is Cedric Riley, America's Next Motivator, and I just want to let you know that I'm doing a telethon right now to raise the funds to provide $364 tomorrow to your office. I know it's not much, and pretty much it's nothing. However, I'm not letting the opportunity go by to achieve this. So we're live on the internet right now until 3 o'clock, and I'll even go further. But we just got $100. We just got $100 from Kevin Campbell, and we're knocking that $364 down, all right? And I'll call your central office now. Thank you so much. And that's how we do that, y'all. Yeah, I will wear that, yeah. Thank you for helping Cedric eat, straight up. Now let's go back to the device. Yes, we are a community. I would love it if we had even more people in the building. But what is for us is for us. What's for us is for us. And right now, we just got $100 for those lawyers. We just did that. Thank you to Kevin Campbell. If you have a comment, if you have something that you would like to say, you want to make a comment, you can call in 646-714-7410. All right, somebody call in, man. Let's get spicy, man. Let's get it live. Share the video, y'all. Like and subscribe. I want 1,000. That's right. Numbers going up. Yes, 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 yes. Kevin Campbell just sent us $100. I called the lawyers. I said, listen, I don't got the full 364 yet, but I got $100 for you. And I mean that. I showed the evidence. I put the $100. It turned into $97 instantly because of Uncle Sam. Directly into my bank account, my business bank account. And that money going straight to these lawyers. Yes, Melanated Rich Convo. I'm Cedric Riley. I'm fundraising to make foster care safer. I grew up in the foster care system. I was molested in the foster care system. And all I care about is making American families safer. But then I found out it was about all of America. So it's just about making American families safer. And I got an invention. I got a handheld device. This is the most people I ever had in the building, man. Clap it up for us, man. America's Next Motivator, man. I got a handheld device that's going to totally change foster care, King. And this handheld device is going to change our families, the way our families grow, structures, and succeed. And a team of lawyers drew up a patent for me. And as you know, it cost thousands of dollars for lawyers to do that. But they saw so much merit in what I was doing that they drew up a 43-page patent application, sir. But at the same time, I've been homeless. So my supporters know that I just overcame homelessness. So they know that they sent me money, but maybe it was for something for me to eat, right? But I got to tell the world that I need some more money, not for me. Well, I do need money for me, but who cares about that right now? Who cares about that right now? Number one, it's about making foster care safer. Number two, it's about getting these lawyers the little bit of money that they ask for, man. And it's not a little bit. That's why I can't give it to them. But it's not a million billion, y'all. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I talk to y'all, instead of just saying I can't accomplish this, if I talk to y'all, I feel like we can accomplish this, man. Kevin Campbell sent $100. It's already on his way to the lawyers. This is the most people I ever had in the building at one time on YouTube. Let's go. It already was a success. It already was a success. I love y'all. I'm trying to see if I got another number. Yeah, Melanated Rich Convo. I'm really trying to, introduce myself to the world. I am absolutely huge when it comes to conversations, whether it be consciousness, humanity, how do we bridge the two, foster care, adoption, ending homelessness, real talk. I talk about rap, music, jazz. I talk about metaphysics, success, empowerment, and that's all I talk about, man. And that's all I talk about. So feel free to go through my We Love You, Rose. Feel free to go through my videos, sir, and discover that I got over 200 episodes of America's Next Motivator where I interview other people, because America's Next Motivator is all about other people. It's about the fact that everybody else got a story that needs to be told. You see? And so this is why we put crowns in the building. How about I see if I could pull up our episode with Kevin Campbell? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can pull up an episode here. He's really one of the most intelligent guys I've ever met in my life. His work is valuable beyond measure. If you really take a second and gather the competence that he's exhibiting. Let's see if we can share the screen. See if we can share the screen, y'all. Thanks for being here, y'all. This is the most people I ever had on YouTube, and I want y'all to subscribe. Y'all know how I go. Subscribe, like, and share. For those people out there who have already helped me eat, I want to let you know I'm not asking you for money to help me eat today. This is not about me today. This is about the lawyers that created a 43-page document that is now going to allow us to do something extremely successful for foster children in American families. Now I'm going to show y'all the device, but before that, we got to acknowledge the queen, a queen, one of my queens, one of our queens, a wonderful woman in our community, a wonderful woman in America, Miss Arita Hardy. She says, Cedric Riley, thanks for your hard work. You will be successful in your endeavors. Would you know that before I got out here and did this, I called Mama Rita this morning. I didn't just jump out and do this. Mama Rita said, yeah, you going to do that. That sound like a good idea. Because when you donate, you save our children. I want to show you what it is that you're supporting. Because a lot of times we don't know, right, what somebody's got going on. We just don't know, and that's okay, right? But if you're here at America's Next Motivator Telethon, this is our first telethon, so please excuse anything that needs to be excused. But we're not just talking, y'all. I want y'all to see this device, and then we'll check out some of the footage from Kevin Campbell's episode of America's Next Motivator. All right? So most of us have already seen this front of this device, but this device is allowing a young person to keep track of their life, but also the protection of light. There's light coming out of the device, and before you put your hands on a child, the way hands were put on me, I'm sorry for TMI. You would know that light is America's. You would know that light is the mobile person. See, and to the right of that light is the camera, right? So you would know that not only can he see me, I could see it. And so when people begin to see the mobile person on our children, they're going to go the other way. Cedric is not just talking. Cedric needs this patent, the example of the light. This is not my invention, y'all. This is an example of the light. You walk into a dark room to touch that child, huh? You go to punch that child in his jaw, huh? You go to spit in his face, huh? When you see that light, you say, oh no, he got a mobile person on him. That means I'm gonna be seen. It's a camera on it. Okay. Now we know Cedric could keep going by himself. But God told me this morning, the world told me this morning, the universe told me this morning, that Cedric, you know you don't have it. But does that mean you fail? Or the telethon you were talking about, doing on your birthday, do it today. Do the telethon today. So here we are. I love y'all. Thank you for providing that $100, Kevin Campbell. We are $100 in, so we are now down to $264. Let's see if we can get this done before 3 o'clock, y'all. We are now down to 264, y'all. Thanks to Kevin Campbell. This is so cool, man. I love y'all. That's right. You only fail if you give up, and I'm not giving up. Y'all know my whole house is behind this banner. Miss Rita says hello. Miss Rita Rose was on my show. She was on an episode of my show, and I'll bring it up as well. All right, y'all, back to it. I'm trying to keep y'all entertained because you don't want a lot of dead air, but at the end of the day, I'm a real person. This is a real relationship, and that's just what it is. So we do a little bit of hanging out. It's not all me singing and dancing. Sometimes I might have to step away, get a drink of water, or do whatever I'm going to do. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Hold up, what's happening? Hold up. Oh my God, what is happening? Mr. Rita says, match my donation of $100. I want to tell the world we are $ in them so on Cash App. We are $ in them Corp on Venmo. Now, let me tell you something. First of all, the power of this moment right here could bring me back to tears. Miss Arita, she raised me in a sense to several degrees. Miss Arita is a spiritual coach. She's a spiritual coach. If you see Miss Arita come in, she got her tea, she got her smile, and you know it's gonna be a great day. Miss Arita cheer you up, man. I knew. If you feeling down, go have a conversation with Miss Arita. She'll pick you up. But then it became more than just picking me up. It's about the fact that I'm one of Miss Arita's trusty steeds. Just like my grandmother to Cedric, I need you to be my trusty steed. Huh? I need you to be my trusty steed. That mean I don't this is not a one-time deal. No, you do this for life. My trusty steed, because when I need a ride, you need to be there. I'm one of Miss Arita's trusty steeds. And we know that, don't we? At all. Miss Arita says match her $100 donation. And Miss Arita, you can send that through Cash App or Venmo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call those lawyers back. And I'm going to tell them that we got another $100. Ain't we? Yes, ma'am. Miss Arita. Arita just sent $100. I'm going to call these lawyers back and tell them that we just knocked $200 down. I love it when comments come into the building. Y'all know I love to talk. Put a link in the chat. Okay, I'll put a link in the chat. Yes, sir. And you know, I hate to bother these lawyers because they're lawyers. You really shouldn't bother lawyers. But it's just that I'm Cedric and I want the lawyers to know the story. Like, I literally want to get this done because if I could get this patent then I can have the intellectual property to really build America's Next Motivator Corporation. So I'm going to figure out how to put a link in the chat right now. Link in the chat. The link in the chat. Give me 1 second, y'all. That was a good idea, Melanated. That was a good idea, sir. I just want y'all to know out there that this past 7 to 8 months has been very difficult for me, and our supporters, our family has seen it all. And what we're doing together is going to be big, y'all. It's going to be big like American Idol. Oh my God! Hold up. Oh my God! Oh my God! Now, let me not yell and let me calm down and say that Miss Arita, not only did Miss Arita send that $100, Miss Arita sent $100, y'all. One of my best friends. Now, best friend is not something that I say lightly, and best friend doesn't mean we ride side by side every day, happy-go-lucky. The things that Kenton Davis has said to me over the course of our lives has deeply impacted my choices. Let me give you all an example. Kenton Davis just sent $50, y'all. What are we supporting? We are supporting the technology. We are supporting. Ooh, I could bite my finger off right now, y'all. We are providing a technology that is going to drastically improve American families. Okay, we are at 250. That's going directly to the business bank account right now. Hold up 1 second, Joe. I can't see who's watching out there, but this is the most viewers we ever had on YouTube. I'm looking at 1,000 subscribers by August 23rd. Now, the reason why I want to have 1,000 subscribers is because 1,000 subscribers allows you to go live on YouTube. Then I can stop bugging all my family on Facebook or Instagram with these long form videos, right? And you can begin to reach longer audiences, bigger audiences. I love you so much, Miss Arita. Thank you so much. And you know I'm coming down there to see y'all. We having a great celebration when I come down there. Melanated Rich Convo, I'm coming with that link right now, sir. I cannot believe y'all just came through for me like this. I can't believe it. I can believe it. I'm putting the link in the chat right now, King. Link in the chat. This is Venmo. I just put Venmo in the chat. Now I'm gonna put Cash App in the chat. Y'all made my day so much today. Queen Rose said you got people that love and believe in you. Melanated Rich Combo said put a link in the chat. I want people to go through my videos, discover that I'm extremely committed to delivering a beautiful solution to American families. I am going to wake up and provide this for the rest of my life. It's going to be in a beautiful box. It's going to be aromatic. One day, I was in a dormitory Yes, ma'am. God gave you the vision. He will bring you the provision. Congratulations. Absolutely. Okay, Queen Rose, come back. We're not finished until 3 o'clock. I am going to wake up and do this every day. But what I was saying was, Kenton, I was jokingly talking one day, and I was like, man, if I was her or if I was him, I wouldn't even have did it like that. I would have did it like this. And I was just going on and on and on how I would have did things differently. And Kenton looked right at me and he said, Cedric, I don't talk about people. And it corrected my spirit so well because I didn't think that I was talking about the person. Right? But when Kenton said that to me, it just taught me a level of purity, that a standard of purity as well that we can look to adhere to. And since then, I remember that quote from Kenton Davis. Kenton Davis put $50 in the building today, y'all. He's a big guy. Kenton Davis put $50 in the building today, y'all. He's a big guy. Love y'all, man. This money going directly to my business bank account. So today is the telethon, but what I'm looking to do is grow our community through YouTube. So right now we are at 243. Do you want the Cash App link, sir? I could put that in there too. Hold up. We are at we're at $243, y'all. And 22 cents. America's Next Motivator is going to provide a board game. We're going to provide clothing, premium clothing. Matter of fact, y'all want to... clothing, hats, mugs, books, curriculum, barbering, and we'll teach you how to cut hair, huh? And our desire is to build a facility, a 10-story facility, where your entire family could go every day. And it's all going to live out of this device. Now, the device is very, very key because the device can be used by people who can't use words. If you can't use words, you can still use the device because you can squeeze the device. I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, as you guys can see on the sides here, those finger pads can be squeezed. Those finger pads can be squeezed. So if you got something on your mind and you're serious about it, then you can squeeze it. And however hard you squeeze it, you're telling your network, who's us, the Pride Empowerment Network, but it's also your parents, but it's also your workers, your counselors, your mentors. You're telling everybody how you feel about this particular situation. Okay? Now the very back, which says do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, those are beat pads. Okay? So even if you don't got the words to express yourself, you could play the mobile person like a set of beat pads. So imagine being able to listen to the song of your father or the song of your mother. Imagine being able to do that. Just the song, not the quote. We know them babies ain't reading big old books like they used to, like we did. Every book I read, they used to give us coupons, and so reading was my way of getting pizza on the weekends. Okay, King, I put the Cash App link in the chat as well. This is my first day YouTubing, y'all. How about that? You know, I want to take this time to just acknowledge the universe, acknowledge the world. I want to take this moment to thank God. I want to take this moment to thank God. I don't mean to be coming off religious. However, when the universe shows up for you this way, it's impossible to not say thank you. And so right now, I just want to take this moment out to say thank you. I want to take this moment out to respect all the people out there in the world who are also doing this work. People like Jamal Callahan, right? People like Kevin Campbell, Queenie Rose, Kathy Jones, even Miss Arita Hardy, who steps up to assist, right? Which indirectly also assists, even though she directly assists as well. I put Cash App and Venmo in the chat, everybody. This money is going directly to the lawyers. In fact, I'm going to text them right now. Now, I will say, I do need to meet this threshold of $364. And we're going to. We're going to. Hey, if you got comments, drop them in the building. If you want to call in and say something, call in and say something. Turn me up, y'all. America's Next Motivator Foster Care Telethon. The very first. The Cash App is $ A&M Show. Venmo is A&M Corp. Let's show these lawyers that we want to help ourselves. Let's show these lawyers that we want to help ourselves, y'all. Okay, we need $120.78. Okay. I'll keep sharing the link. Yes, and then we should all keep sharing the link. The YouTube video itself, like, send it to people. I do think that I have entertainment value for people who just want to watch something on YouTube. I talk about a lot of things pertaining to our family, but it's not just a one-day thing. I want it to be a community. I watch more YouTube than anything else. When you look up things for anything that has to do with the family, it's always content that is not as vibrant, right? But I'm looking to go straight through the roof with y'all each and every day here on America's Next Motivator, and I want y'all to come up and say how you feel about different events. We can talk about current events. We can talk about different things that matter to us, and we can synthesize perspectives on them. Okay. I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. This will be the Cash App link. My first time YouTubing, y'all. America's Next Motivator Telethon. Let's go. Love y'all. You did good. You did a good job. You did a good job. And I will also put the Venmo in the chat as well. Yep. So share it out, guys. It's not just us, right? That's dealing with not only the message but the story, the content. It's not just us. Share it out. Make it bigger. It's bigger than us. It's kids out there. It's kids out there being hurt, violated, forgotten about. Huh? Think about our children, y'all. We need $120.78. Think about them. Think about them. They need us to do so much more. They need me to go down to the mayor's office. Somebody tell the mayor of New York we need $120.78. Never mind me right now. Somebody add Joe Biden softly. I'm sorry for the TMI. Somebody add Joe Biden, Mr. Joe Biden, Mr. President, and tell them we need $120 in order to submit this patent application that could change American life, American family, American literacy. So for all of my collegiate people out there, I want you to go out there and I want you to understand, find the scholarly articles that describe how our decline in literacy places us in grave danger globally because competition requires communication. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Cedric Riley. I'm a strategic communications major at The Ohio State University. I had an amazing opportunity to work for one of the greatest companies in the world, a Fortune 500 company at that. And in that moment, I was educated and encouraged and paddled off safely into the waters of achievement to create America's next motivator. And that's what we've done. That's what we'll continue to do. I love y'all. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. A lot of times, people see you on social media and they don't know what to think. I get that. But I'm prepared. I'm prepared like Terrence Crawford was the other day. Anybody see that? Anybody see that fight the other day? Not that I'm talking about Errol Spence, but Terrence Crawford was. Let's see if we can check out some of this episode. Morning to all of our watchers out there, everybody who tuned in to.
You said, we're very fortunate in that the way that the damage happened was almost in slow motion. So people had lots of time to.
One of your first jobs was milking cows. What was that like?
Well, it's a job like this one. I could get up really early in the morning and get the job done and then go to school.
Right.
So it hit the schedule, but it was tough at 16 to get up at 3 in the morning every day and get all the cows in and done and get to
This
school
is
by
America's Next
7:30. That
Motivator for
was,
those of you who don't know.
you know, and then
So-
back to if I have a twin brother, and so we switched. I would do mornings for a week, he would do evenings for a week, and then every third week one of us would do both, so the other one had a week off. So this
This
is
was
how it
the
worked.
beginning.
Did you learn anything from that?
You know, I learned how much farmers, how hard farmers work, and how much,
It's the value of America.
you know, I didn't go into it knowing that it would turn into what it has, but I started out working directly with young people, and again in a group home, and also as a foster parent later, and I think ultimately, and one of the words you used that I want to connect to is I learned what I thought was that these were young people who had nobody, that needed people like us to be in their lives, because that was what we were taught. And but what I could say today is it's really a lifetime devoted to trying to find a way in this system to work with families.
We're almost
and
there,
not
y'all.
look at children as being
We are
sort of
almost
out there on
there.
their
We
own and
need-
detached from culture,
need
from
$120.
community, from family, and from their siblings.
Now, when you talk about the mid 80s, we're talking about communities that are potentially ravaged by drugs, and because of drugs, there was neglect and there was poverty.
Yeah.
What was the atmosphere like on that group home campus where you worked?
Well, it's just, first thing, it wasn't a campus.
well,
we were deliberate about not doing a
We're
campus.
just
It
watching
was
some of this episode with Kevin Campbell because his
started out as a
his work is
six-bed
genius, and he supported us
facility,
big
crisis
time today.
facility, and that I was hired to be an awake overnight staff member at. And 3 months later, they hired me as the director when they had trouble. The person who they had hired, a psychologist from Colorado, wasn't successful in her first 3 months. It crashed pretty quickly, and I was, asked to move off the night shift and take over running the place. And
Look at Jamal right there in the comments. See, on another video. Now, look, the reason why I'm sharing this episode with you all is because this man has decided to support America's Next Motivator at all, and he has exhibited a level of competence and understanding to me that just will not go unnoticed at all. This gentleman right here is, to me, when I have conversation with him, I think to me he's a genius. I like his comments. I like his responses. I like the things that he says. I like his tone. And what he's working on is phenomenal. So please, let's give him a listen. And I want you to discover his work because it definitely inspired me. I want to say hello to Jamal Callahan again. If you guys are just now tuning in, we are raising money to pay the lawyers who created the patent that we are now filing so that we can obtain this patent for our handheld device. Our handheld device is going to dramatically add value to the foster care system and to American families everywhere. So this is why we're doing this telethon today. I had intended to do the telethon on my birthday, but when I got the email on Friday, saying that I needed to pay the lawyers $364 by tomorrow. And I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to be able to accomplish that. But then, the world spoke to me this morning. God spoke to me this morning and said, no, do the telethon today, Cedric. Do the telethon today. And whether you succeed, fail, or anything in between, at least you spoke up about it. Now, I know my supporters have been going above and beyond to help me over the course of the past 7 months. But this is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the moment where it becomes bigger than Cedric, way bigger than Cedric. It was always bigger than Cedric, but now it's way bigger than Cedric because to have this device enables us to pass our stories along to the next generation in a way never before done. You could communicate without speaking. You can communicate without writing, and everybody hears you. You see how I went kind of berserk, it appeared, at moments, because it seemed like people weren't responding to my social media presence, right? And so this device is going to eliminate that. And so your support, it means the world to me, because I get to come back to these young people with more than just a suit and a talk and a book. I get to put a device in their hands that they can replace with the other devices that they may be using, or that they may be using inappropriately. The mobile person can only be used to handle your family business. Y'all saw the picture. So when you support Cedric and you support America's Next Motivator, I am extremely thankful. I'm extremely, extremely thankful, humbled, supportive, and supportive in return.
I didn't think that we wanted big institutional campuses for kids at the time. And so when I was a director there later, we grew the business quite a bit. We became the largest provider in the state of Washington over the next decade. And we had 13 of those facilities. Ultimately, each of them was 6 beds, as well as other work. But ultimately, the goal was to close them.
Mm-hmm. For me. If I can pause you for a second and have you explain to me, who were you in 3 months that was the catalyst from an overnight staff to an administrator? Who were you in those staff meetings? What were you saying?
Well, I first of all, I probably had more experience than a lot of people. Prior to that job, I worked with older adults at the end of their lives living in nursing centers and in hospitals. And so I had a lot of experience with as a very young person. I was in my early 20s. I had a lot of experience with very serious matters involving the people's deaths and working with their families. And so I wasn't probably the typical awake overnight person. I was kind of fleeing, burying people at that point in my life, and realizing that wasn't my career path. So I think what happened, and the reason I became the manager pretty quickly, is that in the staff meetings and other settings, I had a very different experience. And so I think the owner of the place knew that, I had a fair amount of even corporate experience at that point. And so I could handle the administrative responbilities, but also I was very strong in my commitment to quality of care and to running the place well, because I've been trained to do that.
To America's Next Motivator.
So I just think I really had a lot more experience than everybody else.
Right. One of the things that I noticed from the outset of your career in this work as well is that you didn't come from a background of the same types of trauma or misfortune and stuff like that. And so you were a highly developed professional. You had a wide gate in terms of what it takes to run an organization or to organize people. But you were able to apply that to a totally new industry. So you were almost like a breath of fresh air from the beginning, because you didn't have the fatigue of many of your counterparts.
Well, I was always an outsider. And I liked it that way. That was a good thing. It was good to be an outsider. I chose in a leadership capacity not to
All right,
join.
I'm still trying to share the link out. Help me share the link out.
I was on the not the government side, it was the contractor side. So I didn't choose to lead our organization. To choose to join industry groups and start playing the game in terms of the industry itself. I really stayed an outsider. And I really wanted to focus on being competitive and on being innovative, in the approach to the work. There was clearly no one really should have to tell you much about the fact that this system's been described as broken my whole life. So I never thought it made a lot of sense to come into a broken industry and work hard at being broken.
Correct.
You want to come in and look at brokenness and say, what can we do to make it better?
Correct.
And if that's what you want to call innovation, then we'll be innovative.
Absolutely. I think that when you look at it that way, when you come in acknowledging that there's brokenness and you decide to be a fixer, then you immediately get into a totally new arena of work. It's separate. It's building a stadium next to the stadium, if you will.
Yeah.
And so the space is wide open for you to innovate and to be a leader when you bring those innovations back to that original stadium.
Yeah.
I remember speaking to Congress one time, and what I was essentially saying, although I was very emotional, was that my experience was inconsistent and it hurted me, and that I was tired of it, and I didn't think that it was okay. And at the end of that discourse, one of the Congress people said to me, "I thought that the foster care system was working. You mean to tell me that it's not broken?"
Yeah.
And I felt like, in her capacity as a city council member, she should be well aware that the foster care system is broken. And I don't want to feel like I'm saying a curse word when I say that I think that the foster care system is broken. So to hear you use that word as a keyword, as a buzzword, it just lets me know that your heart's in the right place.
Hold up. Okay. Y'all see what I mean? Now, wasn't that real? That was very authentic, and that was very correct of him to point out the brokenness in the system and use the B word while doing it. Huh? This is why this guy is America's next motivator. Not me, him. He's America's next motivator. Pay attention.
Yeah. Well, if I could say, I don't know, of course, what this person's experience was, but you could imagine if you were an elected policymaker, who you're going to be hanging out with and who's going to be coming to knock on your door. So what if the industry is the one knocking on your door and they want to tell you every great thing they do? You know, everything looks shiny, everything looks right. But there's another story to be told. Go spend time with young people in care. Go talk to their mothers. Go talk to their fathers. They actually have them, by the way. I know people in this business often talk about not having dads, but everyone has one, and they have something to say. By the way, if you want to talk to some of these dads, you might need to go to prison and talk to them. They do let you visit prisoners for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? It depends. As you'll hear me talk a lot about, it really depends on where, on picking a place to stand in the story where you can do the most good. And standing in the story of repeating the system we've got is not a place where you can do the most good.
Y'all hear this, man?
Unfortunately, Kevin, I think that that's where most people are standing.
Well, that's because you get paid to stand there. So you better, part of the risk, part of what makes this tough is how dangerous it is to try to make it better, because you might not be in business. In other words, the funding streams are set up to keep doing what we've always done. I mean, even today in 2020, 9 out of every $10 spent on child protection in the United States is spent on the cost of removing kids and surveilling parents. Only $1 out of every 10 is spent on preventing kids from coming into the system. So the industry is going to be made of people who are in the business of running a back-end system for removed kids. And so the truth is, if people are smart about making a living, that's how you make your money. And that's what, you know, whether you're an overnight awake person in the group home like I was, or you're in an executive role, that's the reality of the way the money happens. And so if you're going to be on the outside, the other thing you're going to have to face is that you're not going to be on the inside with the money.
Right. And then what do you do when you're on the outside with a worthy idea that's backed by philosophy and is backed by numbers as well, but you're not tied to the funding? What do you do in that circumstance? Do you give up?
You can't give up, because we're not making inanimate objects here. We're talking about extraordinary human beings who are in this system. And I mean that both about the young people in the system, but also their families and their cultures.
Hold up. See, now this is what I mean, y'all. When you look over and you say, why is Cedric still doing this? Why is he still talking? Why is he still telling his story? Why is he still looking to provide America's next motivator? Why is he still asking for help? Why is Cedric asking for help instead of going to get a job at Walmart? Huh? Because if I'm at Walmart, I cannot have this conversation with Kevin Campbell. Do you understand? And what Kevin Campbell is saying in this episode supports my very actions. The telethon today is what he's encouraging me to do. This was last year. Those magnificent human beings who are in the foster care system, they need us. And this is why I'm not leaving America's next motivator. Let's go.
And so you can't give up. And you just keep fighting. I think you have to. The other thing, the other thing I would say is, because I don't want to sound like I'm demonizing people that do the work. I find the people that do the work on the inside of the system be as extraordinary as the young people in it. So
Correct.
I said from the beginning, my lesson about working with older teenagers in child protection was, I said for decades, I said the two loneliest people I met in the American child welfare system were a long-waiting teenager and their caseworker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think if you were going to really do something disruptive here, you have to remember both of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of the time when a young person needs to be picked up 9 o'clock at night from the hospital, they need to be picked up 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night from a home to be taken to another a respite or the hospital. It's always that social worker who has invested more than her paycheck or his paycheck to be there. It's always the social worker who, well, not always, but a lot of the time, and I want to make note of it, there's a social worker who goes above and beyond to help you have some level of consistency while you're in care.
So that points to something we're saying. There are people who work every day to change the system from inside of it. You know, that the change might be that you're the one that however, whatever else you got going on in your life, you're going to get up and you're going to get out there and meet with that teenager on your caseload at midnight and help them move themselves with some dignity to the next place. That's change work, and that's a relationship, and that really matters. And I think that, so I want to be really clear. I don't think that I'm the only person working to change. I think we've had generations of social workers who've been working to make the system better. What I think policymakers have missed is how to support them to do it.
That's right.
It's not an unwillingness to make it better. It's not even an unwillingness to be up all night if that's what it takes. We've got to stand the money and the policy behind people that want to make it better on the outside of this system and inside of it.
Mm-hmm. And how do we effectively create change other than the system? Like, do we do both? Do we keep managing the system that we have while we create a new system? Do we just stop and all change directions at one time? And the reason why this is important is because of this. I feel like my foster care experience could have been better.
Yeah.
I've probably met several thousand people who were in foster care. A good 95% of them feels like their experience could have been much better. So I think I'm safe in saying that we think that there needs to be a major change in the way that things are done. Yeah. And then it's about how do we do that? So do we do that by maintaining the system that we have and helping those people on the fringes, or do we totally change direction? How do we get it done?
All right, now I really ended up just really falling into the episode just now. I didn't mean to watch so much of it. I do see that we got more people coming into the building, so I want to say appreciate you out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Yep. That's right, Rose. That's right. A lot of, there are some good caseworkers out there, but the fact of the matter is the whole system needs help. And this is why I'm looking to bring this device about, because these folks, they need technological help. You got one caseworker with 20 people on a caseload, or if not more. That's a lot of paperwork. And so we've got to begin to take a technological look at what it is that we're doing. Okay, just can't keep paper-based, paradigm-based. Yes, and this is what America's Next Motivator is doing, Queen Rose. Started with my handheld device. It's a software, it's a board game, it's a lifestyle, right? It's very much different from what's happening today. Actually, though, Rose, we're getting ready to play some of your episode, if you don't mind, because you are one of our day one supporters, and we deeply appreciate you here at America's Next Motivator, and you know that. Check it out, y'all.
A lot of the region is like that. It's beautiful, mountainous, and then like we have the most beautiful mornings with the mist coming over the mountains. I mean, we get to see this every day, which is absolutely amazing.
Y'all.
That sounds good.
This is America's Next Motivator. This is the diversity of America's Next Motivator. This is the cause of America's Next Motivator. This is the culture of America's Next Motivator. Huh? I woke up today and I said, no, all of us need this device to exist. God, the world told me to wake up and get on here and do this telethon, because if you don't, Cedric, it'll be that you were more concerned about putting food in your mouth than getting this done. Now, I didn't know that they were going to send me this letter. I got a letter on Friday. From lawyers, my lawyers, saying that, hey, Cedric, we would love to file this patent application for you. Just go ahead and send us $364 by Tuesday. And I thought to myself, it's going to be really difficult for me to accomplish. But before I walk away from it, I'm doing America's Next Motivator Telethon. And Rose was right there supporting it like she always does. And this is why I'm asking for your help, because this is a national platform. It's for you, not just Cedric. Today, we're looking to pay these lawyers. Okay. We are down to the last $120. And we have received sponsorship donations from Kevin Campbell, Ms. Arita Hardy, Kenton Davis today to pay the lawyers. Okay. This doesn't mean that if you're out there and you helped me eat in the past that you're not a supporter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying today, when we raise these funds to give to the lawyers, these are the folks who are here. All right. Rose is a longtime supporter, and we're going to check out her episode. I promise you're going to learn something new when you just sit back and listen. I learned something. Look at my face. Look at my face, y'all. I'm learning something new like every sentence with her.
But as you were saying that, I was envisioning just a nice, pristine, beautiful morning and that whole scenery. Okay, that sounds great. So y'all had that every morning. Now, do you drink coffee? Are you a coffee drinker?
Yes, I am.
I was going to say, don't tell me you got a cup of coffee right there. Ready to go. There. Okay, cool. What was it like for you growing up in Tennessee, though? Can you talk to me about your childhood a little bit?
Yes, I can. Well, I originally was born in Kentucky, and like I said, Mom moved us to Tennessee when I was 3. When my father passed away, he passed away when I was very young, and we grew up in the projects. We were poor. We didn't have a lot. Mom made sure we ate, even if it was just a little bit. Like our big thing was mayonnaise sandwiches.
Mayonnaise sandwich, huh?
Mayonnaise sandwich, just mayonnaise on bread. Let me tell you, my mother, she'd make homemade mayonnaise. Mama couldn't make mayonnaise, let me tell you.
Hold up.
And when she tried to make pickles, it got even worse because then her homemade.
Now y'all telling me that's not good content right there? That's great content right there. America's Next Motivator is here for all of America's families. Imagine your young people waking up watching episodes of America's Next Motivator. Huh? The insight they will be gaining from Tennessee today. Your child never heard of a mayonnaise sandwich before.
Pickles on top of that homemade mayonnaise, you Lord God. I'm glad there ain't none of that stuff left.
When you say that y'all were eating pickles and mayonnaise sandwiches, I'm thinking, hey, everything wasn't ideal. You said y'all were living in the projects, eating pickle and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Well, I grew up with 5 of them, but I am the youngest of, you ain't going to believe this, and I'm glad you're sitting there for this, but I'm the youngest of 27 kids.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to let somebody know that we're talking to Rose Hensley this morning. And by the way this story is starting out, I think that it's something that we need to tune into and that we need to hear about. We need to hear about her story growing up in East Tennessee with her mother making homemade mayonnaise, eating homemade mayonnaise and pickle sandwiches. See, I've heard about a lot of sandwiches, okay? I've heard of syrup sandwiches, ketchup sandwiches, hot sauce sandwiches. But then here you come along with a pickle and mayonnaise sandwich. And let me tell you something. When somebody starts their life story out with these sandwiches, listen, we're going to be in for a ride. All right. So what was life like for you as one out of 27? Don't tell me y'all were all in the same household.
Well, no, because.
Okay, y'all. So, all right. So if you're just not tuning in, what I'm doing is I'm raising money for the lawyers who have drafted this 43-page document patent for my handheld device. The patent is going to not only change my life, but it's going to change the lives of youth in the foster care system. Then it's going to change the lives of people in just everyday America. It's going to change all of our lives. It's going to change our lives. And I decided to stand up for that today. And I was just really blessed today. Not to sound Christian or anything like that, but I was really, really, really blessed today because Mr. Rita gave $100, Kevin Campbell gave $100, and Kenton Davis gave $50. And so now I paused the video because I'm literally trying to get in touch with the lawyer's office and say, hey, even if I don't have the whole 364, how do I get you what I have? But while we're doing that, I'm going to mute my mic. And let's check out Rose Hensley's story. 20-something siblings.
Well, when my father died, my mother moved, and all the ones that were grown up, because all my brothers and sisters are older than me, and they're from like different mamas. So, well, a couple, the ones I grew up with was from the same mom, different dad. And no, it was just me and my 2 brothers and my sister and my mother and myself living in a 3-bedroom project apartment.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, we ate a lot of mayonnaise sandwiches and a lot of mater sandwiches. Now, mater sandwiches is a thing in the South. It's maters with a little bit of salt and mayonnaise on bread. And Mom, she'd grow these great big old maters. It's like this. I kid you not, they were this big around.
Okay, and what is a mater? What did you say? What's a
mater? Oh, tomato. I'm sorry.
Oh, listen. Okay, so a mater. You're talking about tomatoes. Gotcha.
Yeah, when I say mater, it means tomato, and like windows or winders, pillows or pillars. I mean, okay. So I've got a strong accent. Sometimes you'll have to correct me and say,
hey, this is great content, lady.
What do you mean?
Hey, look, I won't be doing no correcting. I'll be doing all the learning and observing. Okay, so go ahead.
And us youngins, we grew up in this house, and like I said, there wasn't a lot to eat, and we had roaches. Mm-hmm. You could sit there and be drinking a cup of milk, and one would be dropped from the roof, and you're just like, man, come on. Mm-hmm. And have to pour it out and make a new cup. And it's just like, I went to regular school like everybody else, but since I was the youngest, I got everybody's hand-me-down clothes. I don't care if it was a girl or boy clothes. I got everybody's hand-me-down clothes. Mm-hmm. So there never was really any new clothes. Mm-hmm. And I'd wear socks with holes in them.
So you were off to a tough start. Did you know that you were off to a tough start?
Yeah, but it was normal. That's what we knew. So, I mean, it didn't, I know that I wasn't in style because the other kids would make a mention of it at school, and I'd get picked on a bit for, stuff. I'd be wearing stuff from like the 1970s and here to be the 80s. And I was wearing stuff like from the 1970s, my brother's old shirts and breeches and stuff. So yeah, I kind of knew a little bit, but again, it was just life, just normal.
each and every story here on America's Next Motivator, it says something different. Again, I'm finding myself watching this episode. I'm trying to pull up another image for you guys to look at. What is the ultimate goal of my endeavor? And so I'll pull up that image. But in the meantime, just continue to listen to the story of Rose Hensley. It is so very American in my eyes.
When you're
and what did your
and this is why I can't stop. This is why I cannot stop. Because all over America right now, today, there are young people who will vastly benefit from our existence once they become adults. And so it's our job to make sure that we actually exist so that we can actually assist when they actually become adults.
Father do for a living?
Well, my father, before he passed away, he was a coal miner.
Okay.
And that's when the family was still in Kentucky, and he was a coal miner, a retired coal miner, and then he also was a pastor for a while, and he also did boxing.
Oh, your dad was a boxer?
Yeah, his name was Noah Bailey. I don't know how far he went because I don't know a lot about that side of the family because my mother didn't tell us a lot about that side of the family. And I've just found him a couple of years ago, so I'm still learning. And I've got tons of nieces and nephews. I remember I went to Florida and met one of my sisters for the first time.
Yes,
and she's much, much older than me. And every kid that comes
I'm here with you.
He says, I got to keep a scorecard because how many nieces and nephews you got. So, right. And I've got a lot I haven't met yet. So hopefully I get to meet them. But
how many out of your siblings, how many of them have you actually met?
I've met Faye. I'm trying to count. Faye, Ida, Helen, and Wanda. So 4 of them.
You've met 4 out of your 27 siblings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was elementary school like for you? I know you said kids used to make fun and jokes and stuff like that, but outside of that, what was your experience like in elementary school?
Boy, I was, like I said, I said before, I was bullied a lot, and lots of times there were things that the other kids could afford, like yearbooks and school shirts. They'd afford to be able to go to baseball games, basketball games, football games.
Mm-hmm. So you felt left behind or left out to a certain degree, and yeah, that's how it sounded to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I see y'all coming into the building, and I appreciate you, Yolanda, Felicia.
Okay, all right, y'all. So essentially, what's going on right now is I'm looking to support the lawyers that supported America's Next Motivator. Now, I was at a conference pushing right along, as I always do, and it was pouring down raining. And we were in a nice restaurant, and this attorney, she looked over at me and she said, Cedric, what's your story? And I began telling her what my story was, and I told her that, yes, the feed is still alive. I'm telling a story of the lawyer. She and I were at dinner, and she looked over and said, Cedric, what's your story? And I started telling her my story. She said, Cedric, this reminds me of my father. Tell me more. And would you know, she ended up in tears at the resemblances between myself and her father. She said, show me what you got, and I'll have my lawyers take a look at it. When her lawyers took a look at it, they called me back. Her lawyers listened to what I had to say. They validated my ideas. They said, Cedric, this is valuable. You got something here. And they wrote a 43-page document describing my handheld device. Now, Friday, and we've been working on this for a while. So there's, if you don't know anything about patents, there is the non-provisional patent and there's the provisional patent. The provisional patent is first. The provisional is like almost like a dry run. It's kind of like putting your foot out there, seeing if there is a market, seeing if, it's like sending a small indicator, right? And during that time, you can pretty much tell the world about your idea. Well, I couldn't tell the world about my idea because it was not trademarked. And so an idea that is so stealable as a handheld device, I couldn't talk about it because it wasn't trademarked. Okay. The trademark didn't get finished until this year. Now, I talked to them again about a few weeks ago, and I was just really, really, really telling them what the new claims were. We are creating, now, if you guys want to know, we are creating a first of its kind CRM. A lot of people out there, they use Salesforce or they use Monday.com to manage their cases. Well, I'm creating a first of its kind CRM, case relationship manager, for the American family. So I'm literally creating a software that's designed to make sure that you succeed. My software is going to make sure that the son succeeds, the daughter succeeds, the mother succeeds, the father succeeds, the aunt, the uncle, the cousin, the grandmother, the grandfather. Everybody succeeds in my software, and we track their success. It's family succession, right? And this is what I learned in corporate America. It's succession. And so I created a succession management system. It's software. That software is housed by a device called the mobile person. Okay. And so when I made the new claims that I had to her lawyers, they extended the patent into a 43-page document, which describes this as a Bluetooth enabled device. You understand? A new communication technology never before seen in its kind. There is nothing so similar that we cannot get a patent. And that's why we're here, y'all. And that's why these lawyers deserve their money. $364. Miss Arita donated $100. Kevin Campbell donated $100. Kenton Davis donated $50. Okay. Now we got till tomorrow. We got till tomorrow to get this money. We're getting it. Let me I'm a serious man. I look at videos of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, T.D. Jakes, Eric Thomas, Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I see myself fitting in. I see myself fitting in great. I love y'all so much. Do you know I'm the type of person that every time you say something good to me, it makes me feel so good, and I'm gonna say something good back to you. Thank you, Miss Arita. You know I'm gonna go get it. Yes, ma'am. I love people that just be nice. I love it. It does me so. It just turns my gears. For people to just say nice things, be nice, be kind. Nobody's perfect, right? But I shouldn't have to blurt that out. I shouldn't have to say that. I love beautiful people. And to me, beautiful people are people who communicate. They commend you, they encourage you, the same way Miss Arita's doing right there, the same way Queen Rose is doing, the same way Kenton did, Kevin did, right? Even the other gentleman, Rich King was in here. All these folks, these are beautiful people in my eyes. These are beautiful people in my eyes. I love when people say nice things and do nice things. Melanated Rich Convo, I appreciate you. That's what we do. All right. So we're gonna be here till 3 o'clock. I'm gonna send a video out, send his link out. Hey, everybody, if you're just now tuning in, this is America's Next Motivator Telethon. We are raising money. We're raising money to support America's Next Motivator so that we can pay the lawyers who drew up a 43-page patent application for us. And now I have to pay them $364 by tomorrow. And so this first telethon event, it supports that. We will grow into a beneficial body for youth and families clear across America. There will be weekly giveaways of merchandise, hats, plates, cups. I'm getting ready to have so many gifts for y'all. Just wait till I get the ball rolling. If you are new to my channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm looking for 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. This is a telethon. This is not the way that my TV show works. This is not what I normally do on YouTube. But I have a lot to say to our community. I found myself to be pretty entertaining when I want to be. I found myself to be intellectual. I found myself to be competitive. I'm looking for other men and women out there who think, who have the audacity to speak, who have things to say, who are willing to call in and make a community with America's Next Motivator. That's what we're doing here. Making a community. Huh? Who's gonna speak authentically about the things that we see happening in our world? And yeah, respect the algorithm as best you can. But do something. Create some type of forum. America's Next Motivator is going to be that forum. Rose had a question earlier. She said something about child safety. Hey, everybody! I put the links in the chat. We got Venmo. We got Cash App. I just wanted to evaluate the comment that Rose made because I want to talk about it because, you know, I feel like it's just the most popular thing in the world to do right now to discuss child safety and saving the children. And I do think the more the merrier. I think that you can never have enough people talking about child safety. But I also think that what I'm looking to achieve is very formidable. And I know that our cause is worthy of your support too. So the same way you watch them on YouTube, I'm encouraging you to watch Cedric Riley on YouTube, America's Next Motivator, right? But it's not just me. You can call in. And we're not perfect. It's okay for you to call in, joke on my hairline. You know, it's okay. Joke on my little dingy shirt. It's okay. Trolling. You see my window open. It's fine. Trolling, you know. Keep it spicy. You know, make everybody laugh. But we're a community, though. Correct. You deserve to stand beside other path makers of the past and future. That's right. Thank you for saying that, Rose. Thank you for acknowledging that. That's all I'm saying. You know, I look around and it's like, hey, man, are you getting ready to tell your life story again? And I think to myself, Cedric, you having gone this far. Oh, hold on. It's the lawyer. Give me 1 second. Doing good. I'm actually doing a telethon right now to raise the money to send you guys by tomorrow. And right now we're at $243.22. I read the entirety of the 43-page document that y'all created, and I'm just so thankful is not even a good enough word at the way that you all articulated my ideas. And what I'm literally telling my public, our people right now, is that this invention can have drastic impacts on foster care and child welfare and just American life in general. And I mean, your document communicates that. And so I can't show people because obviously it's confidential, but I'm explaining it, right? And this is just social proof is all. Room 407, the Bronx, New York. I'm telling y'all right now that based on me telling him that I got $240 that they put my address on a patent application right now. So you can accept debit card payment over the phone? What's a wire what's how you do a wire transfer? I just had one more question. So now what happens next after this is filed? What happens next? Like what happens next? We were successful today. We were successful today. We were successful today. America's next motivator. I love y'all.
All-time low. Success is my choice. Yes, even in my most deep, dark space,
We did something good today.
Is a choice. And emerging from that place comes the most brilliant sunshine. Rise.
Okay. So what they said was we definitely need to get that money to them. If we don't get it to them by tomorrow, they increase the amount that you gotta pay. But guess what? We're gonna succeed. The last 30 minutes, y'all. We made a commitment. We made a commitment. Let's ride on out. Let's put on another episode of America's Next Motivator. I got much love for y'all.
A beautiful character who I knew as my mom. Now, I call this character Movie Monet for how her life turned out. But let me bring you to an opening scene. The only girl of 4 siblings, Movie Monet needed girlfriends, understanding, and compatibility. She disagreed with her mother and her grandmother and decided to free herself at a tender young age. Yes, free herself from the dysfunction of family and the chaos of public school as she left before graduating. Hurting for liberty and love, Movie Monet left it all on a frantic search for a strong foundation. So she went to a friend, one she could relate to, and on to another and another. She did this.
Down to the last 30 minutes, y'all.
Being away from her most loved ones. And then she met a man, one who was making sense of life like she was trying to do, and I call this an attraction. A brand new attraction was made, a magnet to things in the world, a child born that popped out like, that child was me, and I could see and I wanted to eat and drink everything I could. Soon, I began to absorb my surroundings, and I also started to cry. We were still lacking a foundation to support our growing family, and after 1 year with the arrival of my
I'm still here, y'all.
Our mom began to feel the pressure of our needs.
Okay, so if you're just now tuning in, Friday I got an email from my lawyer saying that they would love to file the provisional patent for my handheld device and send over $364.
And yes, she would stress and hopes we will be blessed, but also confessed that life will be a test that we would have to pass with flying colors. Be the best. And we will talk about those flying colors too.
1 second, y'all.
Careful Carol taught us to write cursive and said that we should never raise our pencils until we reach the period. Make confident statements, she said.
I'm sorry for the pause, guys. Basically what I'm saying is that these lawyers, they did a tremendous work for me by creating this document. And the reason why the document is so important, is because once you have patent on something, then you have market share. You have an opportunity to succeed. And success means so much to me. It means so much to my opportunity to provide for my children. And it means so much for what it is that I would like to see happen for youth in the foster care systems and just regular homes across America. This device is a lifesaver. It is a recorder. It is a family succession management tool. It is a helper, right? And so we appreciate each and every person who's contributed here today. It means the world to me, the absolute world to me. And I just want to go back and say, Kenton Davis provided $50 today. Arita Hardy provided $100 today. Kevin Campbell provided $100 today. The tags are A&M Corp on Venmo, $A&M Show on Cash App. And as always, I'm having an ongoing conversation with my supporters to say, or with the public, to describe what's going on here is there's a few different things. Number one, my supporters have been helping me tremendously over the course of the past few months because I've been dealing with basically homelessness since December. Now, that's separate from what I'm asking for help for today. right? A lot of people have said, Cedric, I'm sending you this to help you eat and take care of yourself. And that's what I've done. And so when I got this email on Friday and they said, send me $364, it was like, it's not even a shot in the dark. There's no way you could do it yourself. And I'm like, but people been helping me out. And it's like, but who is this about, Cedric? Is this about you? Or is this about the youth? Is this about the families? Is this about the young people? Huh? Or is this about the janitor that saw that? The janitor that wishes he could leave that with his son. Huh? The secretary that wishes she could leave that device with her son or her daughter. And it's about them. So we brought it to you. We brought it to the lawyers. And today, so far, we have been successful. Now we got until tomorrow. We got until tomorrow to come up with the total. Okay, we almost there. We still need $120.78. Okay, I don't know, and maybe I'll talk to the world about it tonight. Talk to God about it tonight. About coming on here doing this tomorrow. But I do need to come up with that entire amount. And at the same time, it has been very difficult for me to ask for this much help. I want to say that. For all those folks who've seen me asking for help, I want to say this has been very difficult. Asking for help. Being this vulnerable and transparent has been very difficult. And I feel that it was part of my destiny, part of God's timing, right? Because my belly was full and I was working 2 jobs and everything was working how I wanted them to work in my life. There's no way I'll be asking this passionately for this type of support. I'd simply be doing it myself. All right. But y'all showed up, and I'm forever thankful. I'm trying to learn how to become a YouTuber, how to get on here and just build a community, because I often see posts and I often see conversations where I want to contribute and just take things from a certain perspective. I feel that saving children is so popular these days, but nobody's really talking about how to do it. And nobody's willing to really support it the way that they're willing to support the latest rocket or the latest pair of red shoes. So I find it interesting when individuals, they post about how much they care about children. They post about how much they care about families. And then when I get in their comments and say, hi, I'm America's Next Motivator, I'm undiscovered, and I have a platform that's going to help everybody. Can you please respond to this message? I need your attention for America's foster youth, King. I need your attention for America's foster youth, Queen. And you don't respond at all? I just find it interesting that you're going viral for talking about child care and child safety. I came out of the foster care system, went back into homelessness, went back into homelessness. And I'm still looking to deliver what God gave me to deliver. She said people don't talk about it enough. I agree. People don't talk about it enough, and then they don't commit action about it enough. Action is technology. We wanted to get high up in the sky, so we made an airplane, right? We want to fix foster care. Where's the airplane for the foster care system at? Where's the equivalent of the airplane for the foster care system? Because the foster care system is still on wooden wheels. No. Let me take that back. Much respect goes out to people like Queen Rose, people like Kathy Jones, individuals, organizations such as One Simple Wish, people like Kevin Campbell, people like Jamal Callahan, are the reasons people like Cedric Riley are the reasons why foster care is not still on two wooden wheels. Okay? At least now it's on a pair of Michelin tires. I'll say that. It's on a pair of Michelin tires. But we need the apparatus, the effectiveness of the apparatus to be much higher, right, than ground level. We need the effectiveness of the apparatus to be far higher than ground level. So where's the airplane for the foster care system? I don't mean to lose you, but this is why I created it. Because people are baffled at how do we take and create and package an airplane for the foster care system, taking its efficiency high into the sky. People are baffled. I've had people send me out of their office because they said, you know what, Cedric, I never thought of that. And if we did that, it would take my job. And these were the makings of America's Next Motivator. It's us. These were the makings of America's Next Motivator. All the offices I called, I would say, hi, I'm Cedric. My name is Cedric Riley. I'm calling from Science and Motion Group, LLC. I'm a motivational speaker. I grew up in the foster care system, and I just really want to motivate your youth and families. Who do I speak to? They say, gosh, we got somebody calling in about something called speaking, something called a speaker. Hey, what's your name? What's your name again? Cedric Wiley? Oh, Cedric Riley? Yeah, so Cedric Riley here. He's some type of what's it called again? Motivational speaker. He's a motivational tweaker. Yeah, and what's the name of it? Oh, America's Next Motivator? America's Next Congratulator. Oh, send him to Frank? Who's Frank? Send him to Frank? Okay, so I'll send him to Frank. And then they transfer me to Frank. Frank says, hey, Frank, this is Frank. How's it going? I say, hey, Frank, my name is Cedric Riley. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also a foster care alumni. Deeply, deeply interested in motivating your youth and families. I got books. I cut hair. Who do I speak to? Gosh, Frank says, gosh, I'm not sure why they transferred you here. I'm in community partnerships. I don't know why they would transfer you to me. And I say to Frank, well, Frank, I'm not even a degreed man yet. Now I do go to the Ohio State University, but I just thought that I am kind of like a community partner. He says to me, well, see, we only deal with qualified community partners, and we are just full. We're stumped at the moment. Right now, you can come back in November, 7 months from now, and fill out an application. Right. Other than that, I think I'll transfer you to the independent living coordinator. I said, okay. Mind you, I'm hungry. My stomach is panging. It's touching my back. I'm starving. I got the clippers. My voice is working. I have the books. 3 different people, no yes yet. So they transfer me to the independent living worker, right? Independent living skills worker. Independent skills worker answers the phones. Hey, hello, this is Janice. How can I help you? Hi, my name is Cedric. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also a foster care alumni. I'm very interested in motivating your youth and families. Who do I need to speak to? You know, Cedric, we really don't have any money. I love the fact that you called me, but we really don't have any money. I wish there was something I could do. In fact, we already do this stuff. This America's Next Congratulator stuff. Yeah, we've been doing that for years. Yeah, we do all type of life space building and journaling. Yeah, we do all of that. Yeah, but we don't have any money right now. Yeah. Well, Well, see, yeah, no, yeah, we have no budget for, we had no budget for that. Yeah, the foster parents take them to get haircuts. Yeah. But you know what you can do, Mr. Riley? Can you send me an email of all your stuff? And if anything pops up, I'll let you know. All right. Thank you, Mr. Riley. Goodbye. Okay. I just gave you a real cold call. And I've done over 1,000 of those. Way over 1,000 of those. This is how I knew that we are America's Next Motivators. And this is how I knew that we are the motivation department. Because these people, they have no motivation department. And it's not that they're bad people. It's not that they don't want to assist or they don't want to work with us or work with me. Is that the system was not designed for the types of solutions that Cedric is looking to offer. Okay. For years, we've been walking around saying you just can't put parenting in a book. You just can't put successful life outcomes in a book. Right? But then when certain trainings were developed, we began to not only accept but implore that others accept and employ the reality that new ideas are key. Regarding youth emotion is key. So that one concept alone, regarding youth emotion, is key. Has dramatically changed foster care, child welfare. The idea that we need to regard their feelings. Their bodies hurt. Their stomachs hurt. They got injuries. They got side effects from the medication, right? Side effects from the medication. And they're in need. And so when they lash out, and they get loud and they get belligerent, instead of us judging them, calling the police on them, kicking them out onto the streets, punching them in the face, we have to regard their feelings. Because these people, they go out into society, you know? And when we think our job is done, well, they become the next homeless. They become the next incarcerated. So much so that there's a 47% standing correlation between foster care and homelessness. And so when Cedric comes along to say, I'm offering the type of change that I'm offering, the world is indicating to me that it's time for us to stand up and do it. No, we stand up and do it. It's bigger than Cedric now. Because we need our own places where we can really build the change that we all want to see. It's a very, very American, a very, very diverse, critical on the micro and macro levels issue. Okay, let's check out this next episode featuring a gentleman named Johnny. Johnny has been a supporter of America's Next Motivator, and Johnny is also a very passionate person. We got a lot of respect for Johnny here at America's Next Motivator. Just give me 1 second. So how y'all feeling out there? Feel free to call in if you want to drop a comment, make a comment. We will be live streaming on YouTube regularly. Every day won't be a telethon. A lot of times I'll just get on here and share my mind, let you guys know how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking.
and the approaches that we're taking. What are the updates? Okay.
But today it was a telethon. Today it was a telethon. We said that we would do this.
We also have a traditional style show where we bring people on. This is what I'm showing people when I screen share, is that we have a traditional show. Now, I'm not doing a traditional show yet because there's a couple more subscriptions that I need to be able to buy. And right now I'm not working. So I literally can't do my show yet. I mean, I've always wanted to do things bigger and better. And if my TV shows had commercials in the first season, I want my TV shows to have commercials in the second season. Now, if you guys think anything different, then say how you feel. Feeling good except Poison Ivy. Now, how you get Poison Ivy, Rose? Now that I was gonna say that's some country stuff, but that might not sound as correct as I intend for it to. But because it's me and you, Rose, that's some country stuff. Now, how you get Poison Ivy? Drop it in the chat, please, please, please. Hey, Rose got Poison Ivy. What type of lotion do you need for that? Is it a calamine lotion? Yeah. Now, what? How'd you get Poison Ivy? Where is my guy at? Look how fat my face was, y'all. All right, check this out, y'all. Let's listen to Johnny. Rose said, I live in the mountains. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yep. Yep.
From Honduras. Wow. Did you get to learn any of the Honduran culture before your parents passed away?
That's a good question. I'd say Spanish was my first language, and then English took over, and now I'm far more fluent in English than Spanish. Having said that, I don't think I identify too much as Honduran. I'm kind of just Latino. I speak Spanish, I'm in the culture, but I don't have a lot of Honduran specificity to me.
Okay, for sure. All right. So how old were you when you went into foster care?
I entered the system when I was 11, or really 13. I first bounced around like a pastor's home, some people from the church, friends, and then officially I think I entered the foster care system when I was 13.
Okay. You have brothers and sisters?
10.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got 10 biological brothers and sisters?
Yes, not all from the same mom.
Is it just me? Or is that the whole idea of meeting different people who've had experiences such as these, is it just not interesting?
Rose had 20-something siblings. He got 10. Come on now. This is good content. This is good content. America's Next Motivator Telethon 2023. The objective of today's telethon was to make sure that we pay our lawyers, because the lawyers drew up a patent. When we get that patent, we're going to have the intellectual space to build an actual corporation that's going to provide real products and services for America's families. We will then create a beneficial body for all of the American public, especially the foster care system. So what am I saying? I was in an emergency in my real life. I've been in emergency in my real life ever since December. My supporters know that. My supporters have been helping me eat. Literally. I have not eaten without my supporters. Okay. But Friday, I got an email saying that Tuesday, I need to send them $364, which is an extreme EXTREME discount. They've done over $25,000 in work for us. And all they're asking us for is $364. So the world told me, God told me, I told myself, everybody told me, don't wait to do that telethon, do it today. Because nothing worse than you walking around here being this close to securing something that matters and not securing it. And y'all showed up today. We got until tomorrow to get this paid. We need $120. Left is what we need is $120. And right now we're just appreciating America's Next Motivator. Mr. Riddy, we down to the final $120. And we have until tomorrow. So I'm not super worried about it. Talking to the lawyers, and I talked to them right in front of everybody. It really excited them. Like, I think it made their day. Like, they probably, like, ordered lunch for everybody or something like that. I mean, just, they really appreciated that I'm appreciating their work. Yeah, Mr. Reader, we're down to like 100 and $120.78. Yep. And so right now we're watching some of Johnny's story, because Johnny has also been a supporter of America's Next Motivator, and he's talking about how he did meditation with Deepak Chopra. So now, and he has 10 siblings. So I just get into the episodes because I feel that there's value here. I mean, look at this guy's journey.
Mom or dad. Some from both from my mom, some from my dad. I didn't even know I had siblings from my dad's side until I got older.
That's incredible. Now, what's that feel like, having 10 siblings? How does that feel?
It's enormous. It's there's so much beauty in my family. We've gone through so much together. Not all of my siblings are with me, and so we've learned a lot coming through this life. We've all gone through some incredible hurdles, and it's just amazing to see my siblings blossom.
Telethon, America's Next Motivator Telethon.
Now, where do you fall within that 10? Are you the oldest, middle child, the youngest?
Well, you know the best part of Oreo cookie, right, Cedric?
I know you're gonna say it's the middle, right?
That's right. Or you just agree?
Everybody, we got Kevin.
Yeah, I always take the middle, put it to the side,
Kevin,
and we eat the crackers by themselves.
Where were you in your sibling set?
We played some of your episodes.
I'm the oldest.
Well, it all makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense, right? Yeah. I like the beginning, you like the middle. I got you. I want to understand what it was like a day in the life for you growing up in East LA. And when you make the distinction between East LA and other parts, what is it that's unique about East LA?
I love you guys.
Well, you immigrant, low income
today,
and
we talked to
I was on the streets a lot.
There's
a lot of survival in my neighborhood. A lot of violence. My cousin reminded me the other day that I used to carry chains around in my pocket because there's a lot of street fights that went down. Like I got into a remarkable amount of fights on the streets in my neighborhood.
You said that you were walking around with chains?
Yeah, like chains stuffed in my pocket so I could pull it out as a weapon if I ever needed.
Hold
up.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. See, now this is what I'm talking about. You see how Johnny's talking about how he's been protecting his life for that long? He's walking around with chains, huh? And he said this with a smile on his face, right? So the need for this, just listen to the story.
You know, there's a phrase out there, hard knock life. That was you.
Yeah. You know, it was a journey. It was a journey. Like it was definitely something. A lot of things that I saw, and I saw a lot of violence with my brothers, and you know, I broke into my neighbor's house. Like, when I was like 5 years old, my brother broke the window of my neighbor's house and snuck me in, and we robbed my neighbors.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was a lot of survival state going on there.
Yeah. Where was your father when these sorts of things were taking place?
My biological father had passed away when I was like 2 or 3.
Okay.
He was killed in the street somewhere in Honduras.
Okay.
I did have a stepdad, and he was present. He was working all the time. My mother was working all the time, and that was the thing. They were working all the time.
Right. So y'all were outside.
Yeah, just doing our thing. Yeah, trying to find community.
Take it easy on that sugar roll.
Now, incidentally, were there a whole bunch of other kids outside too with y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were street rats.
Yeah.
We used to,
street rats, huh?
yeah, I used to jump fences, go play arcades, shoplift together.
Yeah.
All kinds of things.
Now, I love Johnny's honesty. I love his ability to be candid. I mean, do y'all hear what this man is saying? He don't look 200 pounds to me. Now, one way or another, y'all, we done made it about 3 hours. We're down to the final 4 minutes of today's telethon. And I want to tell you all, thank you. In fact, I'm gonna play a few more seconds of Johnny's episode, and then we're going to spend a few minutes saying thank you, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah. How many of you were there? Not just your siblings. I'm talking about neighborhood kids who might have not went to school when you were in elementary.
Who didn't go to school?
Yeah, like they might have didn't make it to school, so they got turned around just outside during school hours.
Maybe like, I don't know, 10 kids in the neighborhood that we hung out with in that period of my life.
Yep.
Yeah. That was from age 0 through 11 when I was in that part of the neighborhood. After that, I bounced around quite a bit throughout LA.
Hold up.
So would you say that first 11 years made
Hold
you?
Up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Is my mic on? Is my mic on? Bum, 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 bum. At the very end, we got another contribution from Ms. Robin Brookins, another queen in the building. Oh my God, Robin Brookins is America's Next Motivator. Robin Brookins came through for America's Next Motivator. Oh my God, I want to jump through the screen. I want to jump through the microphone. I want to jump through the microphone. Oh my God, y'all. Robin Brookins. Hey, listen, if you're just now tuning in, today is so significant because this was not going to happen without you all at all. I'm going to put at all on the screen. Not without you at all. Not without you at all. I love y'all, Robin Brookins. I know that you've been supportive to me behind the scenes for years. Y'all's family. Me saying thank you is not good enough. I'm sending you a virtual hug. I'm sending you a virtual kiss on the cheek and a thank you. I know who you are, and I appreciate you, and that's big time. You big time over here. Now, let me just say real quick before we get out of here, my intention is to get the patent so that I can have the intellectual property to grow a real corporation, so that I could provide real products and services, not just asking for money at all. I'm looking to provide real products and services, such as a board game, clothing, plates, hats, promotional products for your events or your businesses, okay? All under the name America's Next Motivator, because we need America's Next Motivator. Look around, look at the news, look at Instagram, look at Facebook, scroll YouTube, get on Rumble, go outside, sit at the park. We need America's Next Motivator. We need somebody walking around here talking like this. We have a handheld device. The handheld device is what makes it so much bigger than Cedric. Everybody don't want to hear Cedric's mouth, and I understand that. Everybody don't want to see Cedric's face every day, and I understand that. And this is why we created a technology to get the job done, huh? We created a technology to increase the efficiency of the child welfare system from the ground level to high up in the sky. I want to say, Robin Brookins, you are also America's Next Motivator. And right now, I want to just say us a quick little word, and we're going to get out of here. Three hours, y'all. 3 hours. This is what we do. Never walking away from America's Next Motivator. We are America's Next Motivator. Us. Us. Johnny, I appreciate you, sir. Johnny has a phenomenal story. Go back and check him out. At this time, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for hearing my call. Thank you for supporting this endeavor. Thank you for being here with me, being here with us, for blessing this endeavor. Look over the children, look over the young adults, 17 to 26, waiting on somebody to make a difference, even more of a difference. Please look over me as I walk outside into these streets, that I can go and return safely, because God knows I have not been entirely safe when I go outside. Look over the parents, the foster parents, the single parents, all the single parents out there. Everybody who has their children and they're alone with them and they don't want to be alone with them, and it's difficult and they need help. All the grandparents out there got their grandchildren. All the foster care agencies trying to do better. Look over all of us, all the independent reporters, all the people trying to take a stand to say, help us out. Look over us and allow us to deliver something bigger than us. Allow us to deliver something bigger than me. All right, see y'all later. I'll be back tomorrow. We did not meet our goal yet, but we're very close. Today I'm just ready to be quiet. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you.